In the heart of a quaint town nestled between ancient forests, there stood an old building known as St. Agnes Girls' Hostel. It was a place with a history as rich and murky as the shadows that danced in its corridors. For generations, young women had come to reside within its walls, seeking education and companionship. But among the laughter and camaraderie, there lurked a sinister presence, a presence that whispered through the halls when the moon hung low and the world slept. Maria was a new resident at St. Agnes. She arrived with hopeful eyes and dreams of independence, unaware of the dark secrets that the hostel held. Her room was on the third floor, at the end of a long dimly lit hallway. From the moment she stepped inside, she felt a chill creep up her spine, as if unseen eyes watched her every move. At night, strange noises echoed through the building, soft whispers that seemed to come from the very walls themselves. Maria brushed them off as the creaks and groans of an old building, but as the days passed, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. One evening, as Maria sat alone in her room, studying by the light of her desk lamp, she heard a voice that whispered her name with a chilling intimacy. Startled, she looked around, but the room was empty. Heart pounding, she tried to convince herself that it was just her imagination. But deep down, she knew better. Night after night, the whispers grew louder, more menacing. Maria's sleep became plagued by nightmares, visions of shadowy figures lurking in the corners of her room. She tried to confide in her fellow residents, but they only laughed it off, dismissing her fears as the overactive imagination of a newcomer. Desperate for answers, Maria began to delve into the history of St. Agnes Girls' Hostel. She uncovered tales of tragedy and loss, stories of young women who had disappeared without a trace, their names forgotten by all but the walls themselves. As Maria dug deeper, she unearthed a chilling truth. The hostel was built on the site of an ancient graveyard, disturbed to make way for progress. The restless spirits of the dead, denied their eternal rest, now wandered the halls of the hostel, their whispers a lament for the lives they had lost. Determined to put an end to the haunting, Maria sought out the oldest resident of the hostel, an elderly woman who had lived there for decades. With trembling hands, the woman recounted tales of spectral apparitions and ghostly encounters, warning Maria of the danger that lurked within the hostel's walls. Armed with this knowledge, Maria set out to confront the spirits that haunted St. Agnes Girls' Hostel. With a mixture of courage and trepidation, she ventured into the darkest depths of the building, following the whispers to their source. As she stood before the crumbling remains of the old graveyard, Maria felt a chill wind blow through her, carrying with it the echoes of 1,000 lost souls. With a trembling voice, she spoke words of peace and forgiveness, pleading with the spirits to release their hold on the living. For a moment there was silence, a silence so profound that Maria feared she had failed. But then, slowly, the whispers began to fade, their voices growing fainter and fainter until they were nothing more than a distant memory. With a sigh of relief, Maria emerged from the depths of the hostel, knowing that she had finally laid the spirits of St. Agnes Girls' Hostel to rest. But as she walked away, she couldn't shake the feeling that somewhere, in the darkness beyond, they still watched and waited, their whispers a warning to all who dared to tread where the dead once lay.
If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.